I can have a terrible day, but knowing that when I get off, I got to do something that involves that program is awesome. When I was younger, I didn't have this stuff. Like I didn't have, like a lot of stuff my mom could afford to do. And I understood that. I was never angry at my mom. I just understood that, you know, man, it was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, we couldn't afford to play youth football. And it wasn't that pricey back then, but we didn't have a lot. So a lot of stuff I had to quit doing in order to, you know, make sure we had a decent life, pretty much. I didn't want my kids to experience that. I didn't want kids to not be able to play a game that they love because of money. Basically, in a nutshell, what made me start Limitless Boundaries was when I first started coaching my son, I wanted to do more. Being a police officer, you know, I had been dealing with a lot of youth in different areas where we were patrolling and different stuff like that, and I kind of wanted to, you know, be a little more involved with them. It was cool to coach, but I kind of wanted to keep track of them, you know, because after those seasons we would kind of lose track of the kids. Wouldn't know what they were doing. Some would come back, some would have been and got in trouble or some stuff like that. So what I wanted to do was kind of, you know, get a year-round program. I also wanted to kind of help them with their schoolwork and keep track of them in school, and, you know, point them to the right direction of people who could possibly help them, whether it be tutoring, you know, mentoring, whatever the situation may be. My wife, she was always like, you know, you do so much for the kids, you need your own program. No, you got it.
Probably a large like last year. You in a video, they had done struck a little bit, boo.
A lot of people in the community helped do it. Of course, one of the main people who was kind of like the driving force behind it was my wife, Keisha. And a person that helped us a lot was Matt Fuller. He's actually a city commissioner. He was one of the people that was like, you know, I got some people that I can put in place and help y'all out and get what you need.
Shoulder pad and helmet, medium. I got you. Go right there, coach gonna give you a shoulder pad, okay?
We wound up starting the South Georgia Wolverines, but like I told her, I said, and like my wife said, she said, you know, this is just for, you know, to get our football team squared away or whatever, but we want bigger. We want a non-profit organization. We don't want just to focus on football. We want to focus on several other different sports. We also want to try to get people that are going to help tutor and do stuff, you know, differently. You know, we're talking about young people. We're talking about molding their minds. And it's like, man, there's no limit what we can do with these kids. And then when I thought about limit, I said, man, you know what? I said, limitless. The boundaries are limitless. And then I said, well, I'm gonna name it Limitless Boundaries. Everyone that we have that's involved in it, they all have the same focus, and that's the youth. You know, we wanna basically try to help mold and build young minds so that when they leave here, they go off and be great, they come back and do something for the community.